So thank you everyone for being here. My name is Aurora. I am a spiritual alchemist, a seer, and a clear channel, more of a trans telepathic channel, if there's a word for that. But I am so excited today. I feel in a sense that my galactic team and my soul family has really been preparing me for this day. So just a little bit of a background. And then I have, was it Francis? If you could just ensure that you stay muted, please, because it keeps going to you for some reason. Okay. So like I said, they've been preparing me really since, I guess you could say, birth. And they started showing up in dreams, also in quantum healings that I was doing either on myself or others. And I didn't quite understand who were the Ra then. They would just announce themselves as the Ra. And they would announce themselves as the Ra Collective. And I have a connection to Egypt and Isis incarnation there. So it was beautiful to reconnect further to my soul family in that manner. But this year, my dream started getting more focus on the information, and I realized that Dolores Cannon first introduced me to the inner earth, and then from there she introduced me to, well, the Ra was already there, like I said, but then I started feeling from the inner earth, I started feeling the Ra Collective speaking, and they started telling me that I was basically part of their soul family, as the Elohim, the Seraphim, is part of one of the races, but however, there's many races that are in union in the law of one. And they said that they were looking for a catalyst to give their information, and that is who I am. I am a quarter and catalyst, and I carry within the essence of who I am. Energies to help others awaken their soul's blueprints and abilities when they're ready within free will, of course. So that's a little bit about me, and I thank all who is here. I love you, I honor you, and I thank you, and this is so exciting for me. This energy from the Ra Collective is very intense. They've been telling me that I might not be able to be in there too long, so let's see how it goes. Julia's aware to keep an eye out for me, and I also have Zen here, who is my husband. He's here anchoring energy and ensuring that this channel is not distorted and helping me anchor the energy here. Because it is important, since I was a child, I had been taught that we are to surround ourselves with the Creator's love, light, love energy. I didn't quite understand what they meant then. However, there's been much preparation for ensuring that this energy is around me today and there's no interference, okay? So know that, and then this energy that comes forth telepathically in connection through my heart center, okay? All right, so if you could give me a couple minutes, I'm going to, oh, Julia, actually, if you want to go ahead and unmute yourself and introduce yourself. Julia is one of my priestesses, and she'll be asking me the questions, and then I'll allow for them to come forth with answers.
Hi, everyone. As some of you know, there were questions submitted ahead of time, and I've gone through those and have them with me. And you're certainly welcome to add some more questions in chat as we go along, and I will try and incorporate those questions mainly which will benefit the most of us. So we're going to focus on those first, and then we'll see how Aurora is doing before we get on to anything else. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thanks, Julia. All right, so bear with me. I'm going to go ahead and go into trance, and then Zen, if you could just keep an eye and ensure that everyone's muted. Yes. And I am going to, once I am done with the opening introduction, yes, if you can switch Julia over to right here on the more. You make her a host.
Yes.
Okay. Very powerful energies. Okay, so bear with me. I'm going to go ahead and go into my hypnosis trance. Now, I can channel with my eyes open, but I prefer to have my eyes closed. So if you see my eyes open or closed, it's part of it. I just like to, I can concentrate better with my eyes closed. Normally, I write an introduction, a pre-channeled message. This time around, I am just allowing for them to speak forth. I am Ra. We greet you in the love and the light of the infinite creator. We shall begin our communication now. This instrument has been tuned in preparation for this vibratory communication. We use the wording and the verbiage that constructs this mind-body complex. We are trying to calm her heart beat as it's beating fast now. We will speak slowly, precise words to ensure that our communications are delivered with clearness and less distortion as possible. This instrument is being anchored and is in the right alignment in ensuring that the love, light love of the Creator surrounds her for the fruition of clear communication today. We thank all who is here, for we speak of in unity, of love, and the law of one. We contacted this instrument because of her inability of reaching many within the heart space that is required in unity of the infinite intelligence. We shall focus today on the event that is being talked forth on your Earth planetary sphere. We will carefully monitor this instrument for her health and her mind-body complex to remain within the vibratory union of the law of one. We would like to speak now on the event, and we would like to thank all for both service to self and service to others has joined and aided in this event through your social memory complex. It was created as a catalyst to guide, teach, learn others to look within. Both polarities, as you may call them on Earth, have played their roles in this event. We ask now to look inwards. Ask your mind, body, spirit, complexes. Ask your heart center, how does it feel to you? Being as a catalyst of an event, what was it that the teachings and the learnings that were brought forth, what was it that it has taught you? What have you learned? We can only guide and teach, learn, and learn, teach. And we speak within free will of this instrument. This event has also created within your social memory complex a thought form of looking for saviors. And we remind you, as we have spoken through others that we are in contact with, in bringing disclosure to Earth, that you have been the vibratory memory complex has been influenced with a thought form of looking for saviors. These words, these that speak from this instrument, we want to ensure that it stays pure in understanding that you do not need a savior, for the savior is yourself. You are the savior. And within union of finding, obtaining the inner knowing within your heart center that is connected to the infinite intelligence, you may obtain this through dedication, silencing, understanding the mental, the mind, complex, understanding what you call ego, becoming in unity with your mental ego mind. All that has been created came forth from the one infinite creator. There is nor good or evil, only unity and love. And we bring forth today this message in unity and love, for there is much separation that has penetrated in distortion through your social memory complex in your planetary sphere or collective consciousness. Remember to be of service to oneself, to others first. Obtaining service to oneself is to be understood, to love all that consists of yourself, of mind, body, and soul, complexes, as well as all the other selves. We ask now, how is it that this event has catalyzed you? Has it created this empowerment, wanting a vibration of wanting to be saved? Has it also brought forth separation? For we work in union, many different races and galaxies as the law of one in the Confederation. And we bring you this message to remind you, the wanderers, there is many of you on here, on Earth. And you have chosen to come forth from the fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh dimensions, chose to lower your vibratory system of your mind-body complex to the third density, and therefore accepting accepting and forgetting your memory complex of the other selves of you and the self that is here. We remind you now that you chose here to incarnate on Earth to aid the energies within Earth and its energetic webbing. For this event has served its purpose. Now we ask that you join in a collective of meditation. As often as you can, this instrument has instructed through another channel of the inner earth to collectively meditate on the 13th hour. 13th hour being an hour of creation, focusing on love, light, light, love onto earth, and ensuring that this webbing, these energetic force fields are to be stabilized. We ask and only give guidance in teach and learning within your free will to join us in this meditation daily, just for 1 minute. The energies, the solar flares, have been coming forth onto Earth since the beginning of creation of Earth. That consists of the origins, three-dimensional, physical consistencies of the mind-body complexes within distortion of the original planet, not original, but the Maldek planet, people who were unable to be harvested. We are coming and reminding you of the harvesting and the wanderers that have volunteered to incarnate on Earth. Remember to look within to your inner knowing. Honor and love and trust your inner knowing in respect that all are individuals working together in unity and love as one. We are a confederation that works together, not of just of one being. It's a multitude of beings working together. We remind you of this. We give, teach, learnings. And we learn, teach. For there is both, not just the teacher and the learner. Both the teacher and the learner are teaching and learning. There is much separation when it comes down to individualism of races. You can say tension between races, where one race wants to be in charge because of the distortion of the energy that is downloaded and given to every individual of different of your soul groups. We look and we ask, we give guidance. Within your free will, to remember that we are all one, though your soul families might be of different races, we are all working together. And to understand this in union of the love and the one infinite creator that we all consist of as a collective consciousness memory. Remember that one race is better than another. We ask to work in unity and love. Guardians. We are guardians. We have brought forth 2 new guardians onto this planetary sphere for the intentions within distortions. And ensuring the timeline, the best timeline of this planetary sphere. Though there are an infinite of timelines, there is not one. The guardians are overseeing the alignment of this social memory complex of this planetary sphere, and ensuring that it goes into fruition, into the harvesting, or what some may call the new earth. Know though that they view themselves as equals, as equal as you, as equal to I, as equal as a whole, as oneness. We remind you that the solar flares come forth on a daily basis. Now, the thought form in the social memory complex has created and intensified the energy of the social memory complex of your planetary sphere. Therefore, it is adding vibratory influxes into this planetary sphere, and we are ensuring that it maintains within stabilization, within its universal webbing. There is many aiding, many in union of the Confederation, connected to the webbings and connected to directly to the instruments, the wanderers that have been born, incarnated onto earth. This is what maintains the stabilization. Remember to no longer disempower yourself, and instead empower yourself. Stand in union with your mind, body, spirit complex. Find your inner knowing, all that's in is within your heart center, connected to the infinite intelligence. Help aid humanity in the stabilization of Earth, and we thank all who have played their roles in this catalyst event. The solar flares we would like to add are also in union with the Aurora Borealis. You can choose within your free will to tap into the energy that consists of this energetic field that is directly in connection to the new Earth and the shifting of it in the future. For both the solar flares and the Aurora Borealis are working in union for the fruition of the new Earth, of the harvest. Instrument is experiencing stiff shoulders and numbness of the feet. We are stabilizing this energy. Thank you. You may ask your questions.
Thank you. Thank you for speaking with us and for that, the message you've given us thus far. You've mentioned many times the thought forms that we create both in our minds and as a collective. And one of the things I would like to hear is how is it that we may best protect our energy, our auric fields, so that our thought forms that we reflect into the collective are maintained at their highest level possible?
I am Ra. I thank you for your question. Wanderers have chosen to have, some have chosen to have energy force fields or shields, you can say, to activate from their creator, heart, center, that comes forth from the emerald energies and portals on Earth. Therefore, within your free will of your choosing, you may, within your own illusion, activate these force fields of the infinite creators, love, light, light, love, surrounding yourself. So as you be it, and this aids in the connection to the inner knowing so that the negative technology that has been created from the Orion group will not penetrate and be as effective in trying to interfere or influence your vibratory complexities of your thought form, of your social memory complexes, by surrounding yourself in the one infinite love and understanding that we are all one. This will create a force field around your energetic field. Within distortion for the highest good that you seek. Thank you.
Thank you as well. I know that the channel is getting tired. I have one question that is the one that has been asked the most, and of course is the most important. I think that many of us wonder about the ways in which we may express service to others beyond the ones that are very obvious. For example, those who may not be able to get out among the people as often, older people. Could you speak to the variety of ways that we may be more service to others so that we can focus on this task of bringing us to something greater than that 50%, up to 51% and greater level of service to others in our daily lives?
I am Ra. Thank you for your question. We will answer. We have observed the different reactions to this event, and we ask that you seek, and we give guidance, again, within free will, so that we may teach, learn, and learn, teach. This vocalization and vibratory complex. Those who are perhaps isolated, remember that there is no need to physically touch a heart, touch another individual of your social memory complex. There is no physical touch needed, for you are able to connect to another through your social memory complex, your collective consciousness. Therefore, if you seek to aid others, it is a simple, there is a simple way where you tune in and choose through meditation, through silencing of your mind, body, spirit complexes, in connecting to others' energies within the planetary sphere webbing. Therefore, by training, teaching your mind to silence and connect to this infinite intelligence within your heart center, you can connect in a vibratory wave to others in the same manner that you are able to connect to the solar flares and the Aurora Borealis. No need to physically touch. Just a simple connection of silencing of the mind and connection.
Thank you. How is the vessel doing at this time?
I am Ra. We are working with her mind, body, spirit complexes vibratory system. She wishes to go on forth. We will keep you updated along the way. This will not be the first time that we shall speak through this instrument, for she has been prepped and tuned for this, though her vessel, this instrument is experiencing exhaustion from connecting in a constant love, light, love, anchoring in aiding Earth civilization. This is why she is experiencing the instrument is experiencing fatigue. We thank her and all who aid in anchoring this love, light, love energy onto Earth within your distortion of illusion of the reality of Earth. You may proceed with another question.
Thank you. We have a question from someone who would like to know how our being in touch with our heart center affects actions that we are performing in service to others. If we lose contact with our heart-centeredness but are still performing good deeds for others, what kind of effect does that have on the actions that we are putting out into the world?
Can you restate that, please?
How important is it for us to maintain our connection to our heart center at all times while performing acts in service to others? We may carry out acts in service of others, but have lost a true heart-centered intent. And I believe that probably affects the outcome of the actions. Can you speak to that?
I am Rob. This instrument is coming short on the connection in its vocabulary, vibratory. There is things that we cannot speak of. As far as the heart center, we learn, teach you in honor as individuals to honor and respect your inner knowing and your heart discernment. Heart discernment in this time space illusion is of importance when listening or learning from a book, from a video, a vibratory communication in whichever form it may come. Ask your heart center and know it and trust it in your own inner knowing and honor, for not one answer will be the same for another. Which brings us to the harvest. There is harvesting going on, and has been going on in your illusion from about approximately the last 40 years. This instrument is experiencing numbness in the hands. We will have to end this communication soon.
Understood.
We are maintaining her connection to us. However, there is some distortion.
Shall we bring her back at this time?
I am Ra. She would like to finish our answer. The biggest message that we give you is to no longer with teach and learning. Give your disempowerment away. You are beautiful, loving, powerful, co-creator, collective consciousness within your planetary sphere. Remember this. We speak to you in love, in the one infinite creator. For too long, you have been taught and distorted within your social memory complex to believe that you are not powerful, to not self-love, to not honor yourself, and to believe that you need a savior. No longer within free will. Think this event we learn, teach you, and teach, learn to no longer think of this event as a savior. You are your own savior. Connect to the collective of consciousness of the heart centers that exist within Earth. You are able to do this and understand that you are beautiful and empowered. We will continue to work with this instrument to prolong her communications in your future time and space illusion, so that she is able to connect in the future, in a future telepathic channel from we leave you now in the love and the rejoice of the one and the infinite creator. I am Ra, and may you rejoice, and we thank you. Please the instrument may be awakened now.
Aurora, thank you. And thank you so much for the collective Ra, for being here. And the beautiful, loving message. I thank you for all of those who have listened and who will listen in the future to this message. I love you, I honor you, I respect you. Thank you so much.
You all will give me 1 minute and I can speak before we end this.
Take your time.
Wow, how long was I in there for?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's almost 3, so.
It felt like 10 minutes. Okay, thank you. If I may be frank with you, I was sensing distortion of negative technology trying to interfere with the communication. So we will work on this with them. And they were very careful. I felt in the words that they were speaking. It is important that we communicate what needs to be communicated without distortion. However, knowing though that there is always a distortion, and always to use your heart discernment in all that you hear. I am excited to make the connection to the Raw Soul Group, as many of us here have experienced walk-ins from this soul group, as we coexist in union together. I am now getting the sensation in my hands, and my feet are still a bit numb. I hope that all that was said was able to be understood. It is, as I don't quite remember it all. I would love to do this in the upcoming month and speak messages from them as they continue to speak through me through dream time and through meditation and telepathically, as I'm able to link on a daily basis. Communications, which is how they started communicating with me about this event and truly what it was for, in aid to service, initially in creation of service to self, but with the intent in creating it to service to others, and truly catalyzing people to look inwards. And they have explained that in the future, I know these were some of the messages that they've been speaking to me about. In the future, people will understand and will see truly what the energies of this event was for. And may we all continue connecting to each other's hearts within unity and love and understanding and respect towards one another. And may this message reach many. And I am excited for the future to channel their information. And thank you, Julia. You were wonderful. And as usual. And I thank all who took time on the Saturday day to be here. And I apologize if we didn't get the majority of the questions answered. Perhaps what I will do is, instead of waiting once a month, I will record. We'll go ahead and save, and I still have to actually record the video that I had telepathically communicated of Inner Earth Priestess RE. I still have to record that, and I will also record. We will save these questions and answer some of these with not being live. It will just be pre-recorded, and then I'll upload those on my YouTube channel. Okay? So I thank you, everyone. May you guys have a beautiful, glorious, magical day. I honor you. I love you. I respect you. I thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Blessings. Mwah. Love y'all. Thank you.
Thank you, Aurora.
Thank you.